Yo, what up YouTube? So in today's video, I'm breaking down how I make paint beats. And yeah, it's still early in the morning, so I'm gonna be a little quiet. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Alright, so I already have a loop ready, so I will just break down everything. This is a beautiful loop and I will not gatekeep anything, so let's get straight into the breakdown. Alright, so I will play you the sample first so you can hear what we are working with. Such a beautiful sample. I love the guitar. The guitar is honestly crazy and I will break it down once we get there, but yeah. So first off, I started off with these keys. These are from Contact as usual. It's the Grandeur and I used the Ultra Bright Grand preset and I made this pattern. Alright, so a couple of key points. The chord progression is very simple. It's just a F minor chord that goes down to a D sharp major chord that goes down to a C sharp major chord. And in paint beats, you want to keep your chord progressions pretty simple. And another key point is the velocities. I wanted a softer sound on the piano, so I kept the velocities quite low. Let me just show you the difference. So if my velocities would be like over here, it would sound completely different. Still sounds like alright, but I wanted it to be soft, so I kept them pretty low. A technique that I used in this sample is I kinda like returned to the same note over and over again. So in this melody, it's the C note over here. Watch how it always returns to that specific note. And what I did to make the melody sound more realistic is I strummed some of the notes in the chords so they don't all just like play at the same time and it sounds more realistic. Then the top line melody, I just used my favorite technique on paint beats, which is finding two notes that are together like this and then taking the bottom note and pitching it down 4 notes. And it sounds like this. And it's a beautiful technique and I used it throughout the whole sample. And yeah, for effects on the piano, I just added some reverb, Valhalla vintage verb, some delay. I turned the feedback model to ping pong and I turned the time knob to 2. Then I also added some effect track, Crystal Choir, my favorite like effect track preset to use on these kinds of beats. Mix way down on both the effect track and the delay. Then I just added some EQ to cut out the low end and some harsh frequencies around the 200 mark. And I also boosted some of the highs because I wanted the melody to be a bit brighter. Moving on, next off I added a pad. This is my usual pad, the wah pad from Analog Lab. I just copied the chords from the piano. This is what the pad sounds like. I just wanted this pad to be kind of on the background to fill out some of the empty spaces within the sample. And for effects on the pad, a lot of reverb, turned the mix to 50 and the low cut to around 900. Then I added a mid-side matrix, and what this plugin does, it just kind of like messes with how wide or how narrow the sound is. And this is a free plugin, you should go and get it. It's a great tool that I use to make my sounds more wide. And then I just added a lot of EQ to make the pad like more on the background. Alright, moving on. Next off, the guitar. This is the moment y'all been waiting for. This is a crazy guitar phrase that I made myself with Contact. This is what it sounds like. And yeah, as you can see, I messed with the panning. I didn't want the guitar to be like static in one place. I wanted it to shift between like ears. So I made a tiny bit of panning, and how you can make automations is just click on your audio clip and go here, automate, and you can choose between panning and volume. But yeah, let me break down the guitar MIDI. So this is just a very basic guitar MIDI, and yeah, how I did this melody is I just played around with my keyboard. The guitar that I used is Evolution Infinity. I turned the pitch range over here to 12 so the notes can actually slide a full octave. Let me show you how I kind of messed around with the keyboard. What I do is I have my pitch wheel over here, and as I play my notes I will shift the pitch wheel with my other hand. I will show you how I do it. And yeah, you just gotta practice and try to find melodies that sound good. But you can see the pitch bend over here. When it's like a big pitch bend like over here, I go a full octave up, and that's honestly a great technique that I love to use on my guitar. And yeah, for effects on the guitar, I added a lot of reverb, turned the mix to 50%, low cut all the way up. Then I added some delay. I just messed with the wet knobs, I made them lower. Then I added some EQ to cut out the low end. I didn't want the guitar to be muddy, so I cut off the low end. Alright, then I added a one shot from the Ultimate Pain multi-kit. Honestly, the craziest kit out for pain loops right now. Over 100 guitar phrases, loops, midis, drum kits, drum fills, drum breaks, one shots, and they all are royalty free. And we are running a sale at nitroaudios.com right now. For the weekend you get 20% off for every single purchase. So yeah, be sure to get you some fire kits from the first link down in the description. But yeah, this one shot, this is just the technique that I broke down earlier. 2 notes, then go 4 down. And for effects on the one shot, a lot of reverb, some delay, turn the feedback model to ping pong, and this baby comeback, which is basically another delay plugin. Alright, then I added a bass. This is the Scarpy Rickenbacker bass, night session preset, no effects as always. And I just copied the root notes of the chords, very basic pattern, don't need to even break it down any further. Alright, so once I had the melodic elements down, I wanted to add some accents, so I added this pain accent from the Ultimate Pain multi-kit. Then I also added this perk loop. And this reverse kind of crash. And for effects on the crash, I added some reverb and some delay, and I turned the time all the way up and the output and wet knobs way down. Then I also turned the delay model to ping pong. Alright, so that's it for the loop breakdown. Let's move on to the drums. Alright, so before we even start the drums, I'm going to add my master preset, loud and clean mix. It just like makes the drums hit way harder. Crazy sauce. Alright, so I will go into the Ultimate Pain multi-kit version 2 and I will pick out a hi-hat. Okay, so what I will do is I will listen to the melody and lay down a hi-hat pattern. Very basic hi-hat pattern, but you don't want to go too crazy. Alright, let's add a clap. Let's add a counter snare. Alright, let's add a 808. Let's add a spins 808. This kit is honestly crazy for these beats, bro. Perfect drums. Let's turn the boost to like 5% to make the 808 hit hard. And I will also turn the out knob like way down. And yeah, when you're making 808 patterns, be sure to apply cut itself so the 808 doesn't like clash into itself. And one more thing that you can do is go over here, turn the hold on as the only parameter, and go over to your piano roll where your 808 is and hit Alt plus L, so the notes will actually stop when they stop over here on the piano roll. But yeah, let's keep on going with the drums. Let's add a open hi-hat to accentuate the 808. Right now the open hat is way too loud, so I will make it quieter. Actually, I don't even like the open hat, so let's switch it. This one is better, like kinda low key on the background. Alright, let's add some percussions. So beautiful, bro. I can definitely hear like Lil Durk on this beat. Let me know who you hear. Alright, so the drums are in my opinion ready. I don't want to go too crazy. I want to keep them rather simple because I want the artist to have as much space as he can on the beat. So yeah, right now all we have to do is arrange the beat. So over here I will have an intro section. Over here the guitar will come in, and then after that the drums. Then over here I want to start off like a verse section. I will take out maybe like the 808 and the open hi-hat, and I will bring back the bass. Then after that I will just copy everything over and bring back the 808 and the open hi-hat and take out the bass. Then I would just copy everything over and add like a outro section over here, and yeah, the beat should be done. All I have to do now is add like my tag, but you can definitely add like drum fills or crazy effects or something like that to make the beat sound more interesting. But yeah, I will keep it like this way. I will just add my tag and the beat should be ready. And yeah, the beat is ready and I will play it to you at the end of the video. But as I said, we are running a weekend sale at Nitro Audios to celebrate 1000 subscribers on the channel. I'm so thankful to every one of y'all. The Ultimate Pay mini kit is out right now. It's only $5 and everything in the kit is royalty free, and also you get a $10 gift card to nitroaudios.com within that kit. It's honestly a crazy deal. We are losing money almost when we are selling the kit. But yeah, it's a limited kit and I think like only like 50 copies of it are left, so you gotta act quick if you want to get that kit. But yeah, be sure to get you some fire kits before the sale runs out. I don't want you to miss out on anything. But yeah, if you like the video, like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below what you want to see next on the channel. But yeah, without further ado, I'll play the final beat. See you on the next video. Peace.
AyeVaboo made it.